Hello, hello, it's Bernadette. Welcome. All right, we're going to talk about understanding autoimmune disorders, chronic illnesses, mystery illnesses. Going to share some stuff with you. Also, share some stuff with the energy of what's going on today. Lots of emotional energy with the moon in Cancer and a sun square Uranus. What does that mean? It means frustration. It means emotions. It means holy crap, right? So give me a sec because I want to share this with you, share into my group. Say hello when you get here. Let me know that you're watching. If you have comments, questions, whatever, I want you to put them in to the chat so that we can talk. We're broadcasting over on Facebook and on YouTube. So let's talk, shall we? Hi, Margarita. How are you? Let me check in with you guys. Tell me how you're doing today. You feeling that Cancer moon? Heading towards a Leo full moon on Sunday. It's not an easy day. You might be having, oh my God, hold on. Every time I don't close my door, this is what happens. Somebody's outside. My dogs are having a fit. Of course, my door's not closed, but we're just going to try to ignore it. I apologize. They were behaving so well before I came on. Anyways, with the Cancer full moon, it can bring up all kinds of emotions, right? Full moons in general are just rough. But when it's Cancer and the moon is ruled by Cancer, or Cancer is ruled by the moon, however you want to look at it, it's in its home sign. And it's all about the emotions. It's all about how you feel, all about it. And so right now, feelings are ramped up, but that sun square Uranus is like, oh my God, it's bringing deep buried stuff to the surface, deep buried stuff that's in your emotions, that's hiding in your body. So if you are going through any kind of even like detoxing, you might be feeling even more emotional today. So I'm going to remind you, I said this the other day, I'm going to say it again. Your liver is the seat of emotion. Your liver is the seat of anger. So when you get toxic, when you're dealing with illnesses, chronic illnesses, when your liver gets activated, you probably get emotional and angry, and you store all kinds of emotions in your liver on top of it. The reason I wanted to talk about this today is because I've talked to a few people today, and my one client that were hardcore going into cleansing, she's like, you can share my story. You got every time, we go through another layer of healing, and she's got chronic illness. I mean, so many symptoms, right? And she doesn't have a gallbladder. Hi, Brooke. So it's made it a little more challenging to detox. But when you have a sluggish liver, whether you have a gallbladder or not, the liver is where the factory that tells your body to release antibodies, that tells your body, go kill off this virus. A lot of bacteria and viruses hide in the liver. We were talking yesterday, and she's like, you have to share this stuff about heart attacks, about diabetes. People don't realize, like, diabetes, insulin resistance, heart attacks, kidney disease, it all originates in the liver. It goes back to the liver. The liver is the first place. It is where your blood gets filtered. It's where your food gets broken down, where the vitamins from the food get separated out. Your liver is the gate guard for everything. And when your liver gets sluggish, when you get a fatty liver, when you have a viral load, whether that's herpes, strep, Epstein-Barr, right? Borrelia that causes Lyme, no matter what the virus, SARS-CoV-2, the flu, your liver is responsible and is the gatekeeper to kill off those viruses. But when the liver is under a load, it can be very hard to feel well, and then you've got emotions that come with it. But we were talking yesterday, and I had some questions today, like how long does it take to heal chronic illness? This is not a one and done, right? Like with biomagnetism, it's great. It helps balance out your pH rather quickly in different parts of the body. But if you have chronic illness, biomagnetism is not a one and done. Even if, and this is the tricky part, if you've gotten exposed to COVID and you're starting to come down with symptoms, or here's the viruses going around right now, and it's a combination. It's like everyone that's getting these flu viruses, RSV, hand, foot, mouth, combined with the regular flu. All right. All those viruses coming in at one time. And if you already have viruses hiding in your body, those viruses, especially Epstein-Barr, which is responsible for most of the autoimmune disorders, Hashimoto's, thyroid problems, diabetes, the list goes on and on and on. Go look up Medical Medium. You can read all about his information. He covers it quite well. But the EBV isn't the only virus. Strep is the other one, when combined with EBV, that wreaks havoc on the body and creates massive chronic illness, chronic fatigue, Lyme symptoms. It can affect your gallbladder, and it will, if left untreated, ultimately affect your neurological functionings, create the anxiety and the depression. So how do we take care of it? You can do biomags that will support everything in healing, but it's not a one and done. You know, one of the girls that I was helping, I did, I think 2 scans on her in the last couple of months. And then she started to learn the magnets, but I don't know how often she's doing it. You have to be on it, have to be on it. When I worked on my one client's husband, his first session, he had a lot going on and we cleared a lot of it up, but then it returned a few days later. Well, at the end of the scan, one of the things that I check in with the body, how often do you need this? And it was every day right now, every day for X amount of time, because he had a viral load. He had a lot of stuff causing his symptoms, and you have to stay on it, plus change your diet. And then do what you got to do to assist the liver. When your liver gets to a point where it can't dump the toxins, then there's times when you've got to bring in an enema and help remove those toxins from your body, right? You can't wait until tomorrow morning to get those toxins out when you have a normal bowel movement. If you're like my client, you have chronic illness and it's been going on for a long time and you don't have a gallbladder, which is the reservoir for the bile, the liver. Let me explain this. How many of you don't have a gallbladder? I want to see in the comments. Or that you have a sluggish liver. Because most people don't understand how the digestive system works. Your liver creates and releases bile into the digestive tract to break down your foods through vitamins, kill off viruses. It does all kinds of things. But to get the toxins out of the body, the liver releases bile. But it also produces bile, releases it and stores it into your gallbladder. Gallbladder removal surgery is one of the number one most common surgeries done in the US. I don't know why they do it. There are times when it has to be done because you get an infected gallbladder and it backs up and really does a number on the liver. So they remove it, but sometimes it's not necessary. And I wish they wouldn't do them so often because your stepmom doesn't? Yeah. So the liver will go to send a signal to the little gallbladder to release more bile into your digestive tract to push the toxins out. When you don't have a gallbladder, now the liver is just on a constant drip, right? And it doesn't have time to recharge. When the liver can store the excess bile into the gallbladder, it can recharge. And it has so many functions throughout the body between immune system, breaking down the things that are going to be filtered into your blood, your nourishment, signals for hormones, gathering the hormones and the necessary vitamins and the nutrients that go into your blood, your brain, right? The functioning of your other organs. Without a gallbladder, detoxing and healing viruses is even harder, but not impossible. But you may need the help of doing water and aloe enemas it's absolutely necessary to get that stuff out of you because your liver isn't producing, your body's not producing enough bile to get those toxins out. Sucks, but that's reality. Those of you who don't know or weren't following me, but way back when I was dealing with colon cancer and even leukemia, small fact that most people don't realize, I was having to do between 5 and 6 enemas, water enemas a day, because my liver had literally shut down, like it was not working. So in order to get the toxins out, following the really strict dietary protocol that I was using on top of the herbs, the CBD, CBN, going to colon hydrotherapy. So someone else was doing it for me and putting ozone into my body, right? I had to supplement between 5 and 6 times a day, enemas, to get all of the toxins out. Why? Because toxins, pay attention, when your liver dumps toxins and kills off viruses, if it can't eliminate it fast enough, right, those toxins stay in your bloodstream and sometimes get reabsorbed. And then you get things like vertigo. And then you feel nauseous and you feel like flu symptoms. And it can feel like you're getting sick again. And you just overall feel like crap. That means the toxins and the die-off isn't coming out of your body fast enough, right? So then you do an enema and you assist it out. Seriously, don't know how to do an enema? Go look it up. Go look it up. There's plenty of information on how do you do a water enema, aloe enema. Aloe is good and soothing for the colon. Water enemas, you want to try to hold it, but if you can't because you're in that much pain and that uncomfortable and your body just wants to eliminate, fine. Clamp off that enema, get it out of you, put more water in, get more out. The realities of going natural to heal your body are harsh realities. And that is the one thing I want to say to all of you that are fighting chronic illness, and you're looking for the one and done and the easy way out. You go to the doctor and they give you medications that do more harm, damage the liver, slow everything down even more, and don't even take care of killing off the viruses because there aren't antivirals for Epstein-Barr, for all the herpes viruses. Strep will kill off the antibiotics for strep will kill off part of the strep, but there's a part of those viruses that stay in your system and get reactivated depending on what you're eating, what your stress level's like, on and on and on. Same with the Lyme stuff, right? The co-infections with Lyme. Why is it so bad? One of the things they don't seem to test for with Lyme people is Epstein-Barr. And if they did, they would find that Epstein-Barr is in fact the driver mixing with all of these other viruses that created such a reaction within your body with Lyme disease. Chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, arthritis, gout, all these things are Epstein-Barr driven, all of them. And it's all originating in your liver. People that, my one client was like, well, I have these friends that drink all the time and, they don't have the problems that I have. And like I told her, yet. They don't have those problems yet. And then she was telling me the man was actually having heart problems. And here's the deal. When the liver is struggling to just deal with normal life, and then it's got a viral load on top of it, what happens? Your liver gets sluggish. Your liver has to work even harder. It has a harder time cleaning the blood and pumping it to the heart, which means your heart is working more. We talked about this the other day. Your kidneys are having to do more. Your kidneys start to struggle. Then you start to have kidney infections or kidney pain because kidneys are a reservoir for viral load as well, and toxic pathogens, bacteria, and all the things. When your liver has to work extra hard, it puts a load on the heart. And then you end up having heart problems. When you have a fatty liver and you have congested liver and all these things, it starts to clog up the arteries in the heart. So, they don't have any liver problems. All of a sudden they have a heart attack or they have heart problems, and then they've got to have surgery to put in a stent, or they want to do weird things where, they clean out the arteries. It's insane. All of these things actually take away from your body and super invasive. If you want the non-invasive way, you actually want to heal your body, you're going to have to do the hard cleanse. You're going to have to do the supporting supplements. You can't just expect one thing. You put so many toxins, we do as human beings, put so many toxins in our body, so many unnatural things on top of the environmental toxins that are out there. And then we throw antibiotics at things, and then we put anti-acid pills at it and hemorrhoid creams and like, oh my God, so many things. And we wonder, why is my body breaking down? We're at a time in history where there are more sick people, no matter what your age, than at any time before. Hi, Megs. Kids are needing to have liver transplants. Kids. Why? Because of all the junk food, all the processed food clogging up the liver. The more you clog your liver, the harder it has at time to kill off viruses. So, I mean, all the stuff that happens with chronic health issues, I know you got a ton of symptoms, and I know the doctors are telling you, we don't know what it is. Let's do another gastro test. Let's do another blood test. Let's do another colonoscopy. Let's put you on this medication, that medication. They are chasing symptoms. They are not going after the cause, and they're going to end up making you sicker. So if you want to take it into your own hands and start to really clean up your diet, go read the medical medium stuff. If it's like my one client who has been so sick for so long, and when you're sick, it's hard to think straight. You need help doing that. That is absolutely one of the services I provide, but it isn't cheap because it takes a whole lot of time on my end, on top of doing the magnets and keeping you on your supplements and everything else. But that is something I can do with you. You can do it on your own. I had to do it on my own. It is absolutely possible. Absolutely possible. But you've got to be consistent. There is no cheating when it comes to detox. There is no half-assing it. You really want to kill viral load. You really want to reboot your liver. You really want your health back. You need to commit. And it's not fun. Like, it is not. Killing my own colon tumor was not a fun process. It was 6 months. 6 months. Right. And I'm working with my one client right now. We're a month in. We're getting rid of so many symptoms and we're getting far. But the progress of miraculous, you wake up one morning, all the symptoms are gone. No, it doesn't happen that way. And it's depressing because you just want to feel better. And we are impatient about that. But when you go through detox, you're also detoxing all of the stuff, the medications that stored up in your kidneys and your liver too. Like, you think these things come out of your body. No, they store for a while. You're detoxing all of that. Heavy metals, detoxing all of that. Once you get to the point where your liver's really sluggish and shutting down, it's not an easy task, but it's absolutely a doable task. I don't care what your illness is. There's always a way to take care of it. You don't have to go the route of invasive procedures and medications. Your body was built to heal itself. Your liver was built to regenerate, but you got to do the right things to give it a fighting chance, right? You've got to give your kidneys what it needs. You've got to give your heart what it needs. It means eating clean, and it means staying on it every single day. Every single day. Oh, so tired of all of the watching all of the sick people, all of the people with, all of these symptoms, and they're being run left, right, and center by their doctors, and they're not getting better. They're getting worse. New symptoms appearing, new medications to deal with the new symptoms. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. And I've been on this journey for so many years. I took it on with my own leukemia. And the other side of this is you've got to face the emotional stuff, because that's going to come out as you detox your liver too. Just so you know, there is a whole thing that happens with anxiety and depression and brain fog and altogether feeling overly emotional. That is the toxins in your bloodstream. That is the neurotoxins being released from the viruses and pathogens in your body. Even if part of them are dying up, they're releasing neurotoxins that then affect your nerves. My one client, she has left leg pain. Funny, she's also got left face numbness, right? So when her liver starts to really pinch, it's working really hard. All of a sudden, the sciatica and the left leg starts to show its symptoms, and the face numbness and the mouth numbness starts to happen too. And you think you're dying. You don't even know it's related, and the doctors wouldn't even know it's related. It's all related. Where does that all start from? In the liver. Your liver's screaming, and there's toxins in your bloodstream and in your digestive tract, and they need to come out as quickly as possible. Tina joined Charm Life. She came to work with me. The main source of eczema problems, emotions. We don't realize it. You got to face those emotions, right? I'm all about it. Heal your entire life, heal your body, heal your mind, heal your emotions, heal all of it, because they're all absolutely tied together. All tied together. And sometimes, when you're doing all the right things, but it's still not shaken and you're holding on to the emotions, sometimes it is like Tina. You got to just release the emotions, know where it came from, handle it. And now all of a sudden your body can heal. So if you're dealing with chronic issues, you got to heal at all levels. And it's not easy, but I'm telling you, it's not that hard. It just takes time and commitment. And you'll feel better. But sometimes you got to feel worse to feel better. Don't give up. Do not give up. I know, because I went through it with the colon cancer for 6 months. 6 months of laying on the bathroom floor going, I don't want to do another enema. I can't believe I have to do this. Being so restricted on my diet that all I could have was juice and smoothies. And I was losing weight rapidly. My hair was falling out. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm dying. Maybe I should just die. You think that because you're so tired. Maybe I should just go to the doctor and get some medications. There was no options at that point for me. And I'm super chemically sensitive. If you have food allergies and your intolerance to food keeps going up, if you have just allergies and chemical sensitivities going off the roof, like, you've got a viral load. Find out what it is. When I did the biomagnetic scan on my client the first time, she didn't tell me all of the stuff. I've got her records on its way to me, because I want to see, according to my notes, when I did her scan and when I first started to work with magnets with her and started her on a protocol, I want to see exactly how close. But she was like, how did you know? Like, you knew before I even told you I had those things. She knew when I had asked her, did you test positive for this? Did you test positive for that virus? Did you have this thing and that thing? And sure enough, it's all there. So I'll share it all with you guys when, right now she doesn't feel well. I'm not going to expose her to having to do an interview and talk about her story till we get her all the way detoxed and on the other side of this. But we're getting there. We're getting there. We're off of so many stupid medications. The reflux symptoms are gone. She's off of the antacid, which was causing all kinds of stomach problems and causing liver problems, slowing the liver down even more. But the doctor prescribed it. Should have been okay, right? No. Miralax for constipation. Some of you with chronic illness have constipation. Why is that? Because your liver is not operating at full potential. Some of you have liver problems and you have chronic diarrhea. Why? Because your liver's like not having an easy time. You got a high viral load. Handle it. And if you need help, you want support with that, you want the magnets to help you with getting rid of these viruses, they can. But you got to be consistent. Don't come to me and expect me to do it one time and it's going to fix it. It doesn't work like that. Balancing your body's pH puts your body in the position that it can kick into natural healing. Now you have to support and do the right things for your body to really get it moving in the right direction. And then, yes, you've got to do it again. Why? Because your body's toxic. You got a high viral load, right? One and done, it doesn't work. It's not possible. It was the same way when I used my machine to work with people, and you sit there and you think, well, it's costing so much money and so much time and this is taking, yeah, what's your health worth to you? You don't have to come work with me. I want you guys to get better. Do it yourself, but go educate yourself. And when you don't feel well, trying to educate yourself, doing the right things, Some of the protocols out there are so intense, there's no possible way when you're a sick person you can do all the protocols. Knowing exactly the best protocol for you to get you the results and get you to the healing side of things, sometimes it takes talking to someone like me, and then we make a protocol for you that you can do and you can stick to, but it's probably not going to be fun. What's your health worth? Fighting cancer was not fun. It was not fun with a shut down liver. Not fun, but it is possible. And in the end, I'm still here. That was back in 2015. I'm here. It's 2023. It was important to me. Don't think that there weren't times when I was so depressed and so exhausted and so toxic and so nauseous and had so much pain in my stomach. Don't think that I didn't want to give up. I absolutely did. And then my kids would come talk to me, and I'm like, shit, I got to stick around for them. Got to stick around for all the clients that I've helped and will continue to help. I could have given up. It would have been so easy because I was tired. And I know those of you who are chronic illness, you're tired. Well, stop taking the medicines that are not getting you any better. They're just treating your symptoms, and they're not even creating health for you. They're just masking symptoms. Do what's absolutely necessary. All right. I'm here for you. I hope you guys are getting some good knowledge out of this. I hope you understand at what level your body is trying its best to do what's necessary. I really want to get the point across. All of your varied symptoms that you think are not connected are probably all connected. I'm not kidding. Heart problems, GI problems, fatigue problems, brain fog, diabetes, all these things all start and end with the health of your liver. The heart stuff too. Honestly, the kidney stuff, all liver. What's your viral load? What pathogens and bacteria have combined to create a sluggish liver and a toxic system to where you have things like eczema, psoriasis, right? Strep combined with EBV can cause a rash that looks like eczema and psoriasis. Bacterial combined with other viruses will cause acne. People don't realize, right? So we think, our kids, they're teenagers, hormones. Yeah, hormones, when you have a viral load in your body, you're going to create those kinds of symptoms and rashes and all kinds of problems. But when you've become intolerant to most foods, antibiotics, medicines, you can't handle most of them anymore, then you got to do some cleaning up. And absolutely possible. I don't want anyone to give up. A lot of these neurological problems like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, all of that, it's because your liver's not operating at full peak. It's not operating at full peak. And toxins do in fact affect your nerves, which cause pain. It also will cause weird numbness, and in areas it's like, well, if my liver's toxic, why do I have sciatica? It's all tied together. Nerves all run through there. If my lymphs are clogged, why do I have pain in my face? Because you got viruses hiding up above your neck. Viruses love to hide in the head, right? Most people don't realize you have chronic neck stiffness, neck pain, shoulder pain. That's a virus. Epstein-Barr can cause that, right? Yeah. Why? If you don't know, you don't know. And it's all tied together. People that have the neck pain, shoulder stiffness, all of that, and then the sciatica all combined, and you think they're two separate things. They're not two separate things. That's a virus. And it can be taken care of. You just got to kill it off. And it takes work. And Epstein-Barr is one of the hardest things because it is viral to get rid of. Herpes, same thing. And there's so many herpes viruses, and most people have herpes in them, and they just don't even realize it because it hasn't been identified. So I hope this helps. Honestly, I hope this is helping somebody at some level, and that you have the encouragement you need. All you got to do is reboot the liver, kill off the viruses. That's what you got to do. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be easy, but stick with it. Don't give up, because you will get to the other side of it. I'm living proof, man. When I was laying on the bathroom floor doing enemas and trying to get rid of the cancer, which was caused by other viruses as well, right? Combined. There were days that I thought, I'm never going to skate again. I'm never going to be able to do the things that I've done with my kids. And I'm skating, ice skating, roller skating, taking Pilates, doing all the things. But man, when you're that sick, you can't imagine being healthy. And that's the very thing you have to imagine, right? Imagine how well you'll feel. It doesn't mean that you get to go back to eating whatever you want. I don't eat whatever I want anymore. I can't. Because the minute I do, my body starts to feel ick. And it affects everything from how I feel to how I think to how my body operates. So I am here to tell you there is absolute help. Absolute help. But you're going to have to go at it from multiple areas. Like you've got to come at it from your diet to your supplements. What does your body need? What are you deficient in? And everybody has a unique set of circumstances going on in your body. And if you're going to come work with me, be honest about it. Because ultimately, if you're not, you're only hurting yourself. You have to get rid of dairy. You have to get rid of processed food. You have to get rid of the sugars, right? Stay away from the high fat content stuff. Try to go a little bit without meat. Cleanse your liver. That's what it takes. All of the things that you need for protein. There's this big lie and misconception. We have to eat meat to have protein. No, you don't. Where do you think that meat got its protein? From vegetables. All the protein you will ever need is in the plants. And it's the kind of protein your body needs to have. And it's the kind of protein your body can metabolize and use and extract all of the vitamins out of it. I'm sure most of you don't want to hear that. I mean, that meat tastes good. It sends off signals in the brain that's comforting. But it also clogs your liver up, creates fatty liver. And then your liver struggles. And now when a virus does hit, you have no way to detox it. You have no way to kill it off. It's just the way it works. So that's my health TED Talk for today. I hope it helps somebody. Knowing that today we have the moon in Cancer, I hope that helps you understand why maybe you're a little more emotional than normal. Maybe why things are ramping up for you. Maybe why you're a little more frustrated. I get it. I mean, not fun. A lot of physical symptoms today for a lot of people, even me with the headaches and stuff. And I did a hardcore workout last night, so I'm going to cancel my class tonight because I don't think my neck can handle it. But just the amount of energy going out right now and coming at us, it's so high. The Schumann frequencies have been off the charts as well. So if you're feeling it, it's not just you. Please know that. All right. I hope you guys do well. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm not going to be around this weekend on live stream or anything. Taking the weekend, going to Shenyang, which is my Christmas present, tomorrow. And taking some time off this weekend other than helping my one lovely client get through and to the other side of all of her stuff. But I hope this helps you guys. Share it. So many sick people, you probably have them as friends and family. And this information may actually save somebody's life. So share it. I love you guys. Have a good one.